What up, world? If you don't know now, you know. It's your boy RC, and welcome to a special edition, first episode of the Profiles. Today's guest, I have young MC by the name of Marq. How you doing?
What's good, man? What's good, man?
Welcome.
Straight.
You good?
Yeah.
Good. All right. Figured I want to talk to you because you're one of the. I've seen you come up. I mean, I remember when you were little and life was video games.
Yeah,
And then it went
talk.
from video games to shoes and gear. And now I check up on you. I see you with the whip. Nice job. School. Everything on a positive note. And then I find out that you're an MC.
Yeah, man.
So tell me about that transition. What happened that made you decide, you know what? I got bars. I'm about to spit. Y'all gonna love it. What sparked that?
The thing with that is, though, it really wasn't a transition. I was always writing. Like,
Okay.
I never really expressed it to y'all or whatever, but I always was into writing. I used to write poetry, like, in second grade. So that was always, like, an outlet that I had. I didn't know it would just, like, go into music the way it did.
Okay.
I'm lying. Maybe I did know that because I would write raps with my homie. You remember Nagi or whatever?
Yeah.
So we used to write raps a lot actually. We posted like some little corny video on YouTube when we was probably like in 8th grade.
Okay.
Like I had the tightest video on.
You got to start somewhere. So
right.
you want to be in front of the camera, and that's one aspect of it. So if you get that fear, that the nervousness out early, it's out of the way.
Right.
Okay.
But yeah, at that time, I really didn't know how to get into it. Plus, like I said, I was in school.
Okay.
I had other goals. I didn't really take rapping seriously. It was more like a secondary thing or whatever. It was a hobby. It wasn't something I was really focused on. I mean, I was playing football, focused on my academic efforts and everything.
Of course, you gotta stay focused on academics.
Yeah. So yeah, I was just doing that, and then went to school, went to West Virginia, whatever. Did 2 years there, didn't really work out. Came home, started working, and like the work life just wasn't for me. I was like,
I understand that it's what they call the rude awakening.
Yeah.
That transition from I'm not a kid no more, I'm an adult.
Right.
And it'll do that to you. Some people fold under pressure and can't hack it. Others find a way to do it and then make a decision. This is what I'm gonna do for now.
Right.
But this isn't what I want to do for the rest of my life.
Right.
So what was the trigger that made you say, I don't want to do work for the rest of my life?
It was just getting these little paychecks, man, and not being able to really afford nothing. It was just, it made me humble.
Okay.
It made me like want more. Like everybody wants more. Everybody say, "Oh yeah, I want the big house. I want the big car, like the nice cars and everything." Yeah. Everybody say it, but it's just like I don't know. At some point, when I would think I was working at PGW, and I was actually writing a little freestyle or whatever, I was just like, "Yo, I can't do this no more." I was working overnight at PGW, doing CCTV.
Okay.
And I was just like, "Yo, this is like the worst thing ever." So I was like, "Let me start it," and I got introduced to my homie Sam. This is later in the year or whatever. Because I really didn't know how to get into music anyway. Like I didn't know how to find a studio.
So what year was this when you made this decision?
It was the same year.
Same year?
It was the same year. I just was at a different job when I got introduced to my homie Sam. And my homie Sam, like, we recorded like everything in his basement.
Okay.
So like that was my way in for real through Sam or whatever. He put me on. He showed me how to really like, all right, use my voice.
Okay.
Because people think rapping is just easy. No, like you really got to go in there and you got to turn something else on.
Okay.
And you got to change your whole mentality when you go in there. You can't just go in there and talk, say something. You might have some bars or whatever for real, but if you don't know how to deliver it,
okay,
it's your shit gonna be whack.
Yeah, because I'm gonna be real with you. A couple of these cats out there now, I don't know where the game changed, but some of the stuff that they say is like, I mean, it rhymes, but it's like I'm not feeling it.
Right.
I'm not gonna say it's not rap, because I remember being a kid and what I thought was the dopest music. My parents were like, "Turn that garbage off, turn that." And now I got kids. I got little young ones that look up to me, and I hear what they listen to, and I hear what they playing, and I'm like, that shit's trash. It's trash.
Yeah. It's horrible. It is horrible, man. I don't even get it, to be honest. But I understand music is evolving.
Yeah, it's an expression. It's still an art form.
Right, exactly.
And that's where a lot of folks, you figure that age difference comes in, and sometimes when folks get older, they lose that perception of it being an art form, and they just look at it as, oh, it's not what I'm used to listening to, so it's trash.
Right.
No, because it might be somebody pouring their heart and soul into how they're feeling, and their expression is through rap.
Right.
And so, with that being said, it sounds good to them, and it might speak to someone else. It might not speak to you.
Right.
That's why we have multiple genres of music. So I can see where you're coming from with that. All right, I want to ask you about your first time on stage. What was going through your mind?
I was like a nervous wreck, dog. Like I didn't even know how to. It was just getting up there. Like I'm talking to myself while I'm in the crowd or whatever. Because my first actual time getting on stage, it was for like a contest. It was like this joint called like Coast to Coast or some shit like that.
All right.
This was 2 years ago.
Okay, so I'm in. That'd be 2017.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm on stage. Well, I'm in the crowd or whatever, and I'm just looking at everybody. I'm like, oh, all right, they up there doing their thing. I'm like, I can do that. Came my time. I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, oh man, they call my name or whatever. I'm like, all right, knees start shaking or whatever. I'm like, you know what? You just gotta go up there and do it, man. Like, you just gotta just be yourself. Still got up there, and I was just looking at the crowd. And I'm like, yo, it's like people.
Really
it's people out there. Like, a lot of people don't know how to handle that.
It's nervous. Like, I've had a taste of it where I've done open mics. So you have a crowd that's waiting for you to say something.
Right.
And I don't have the luxury of background music. It's just, you just got to go. So that feeling, I can say I know what it's like a little bit. You probably had a much bigger crowd. Like, I had like a room full of people, maybe 20 people in the room, different places. Like, you could see faces and you could see the space in between where there's empty seats. You're on the other hand, like, you probably in a crowd setting. All you see is faces looking up at you, waiting to. So
yeah, it was like no space to do this in there. Like, it was people everywhere, people on the floor, people on the balcony. It had to be like at least 200 people in there. We performed at Voltage. That was my first performance. But yeah, man, like you said, it's nerve wracking. You got so much pressure on you not to mess up.
Yeah.
To not mess up, and to actually deliver what you're saying. If people not feeling it or whatever, you might start to doubt yourself or whatever. It's a crazy experience.
So, what did you do to remove that doubt?
Honestly, it was still in the back of my mind.
Okay.
Don't get me wrong, and I'm not even gonna lie to you about it. It was just I was like, fuck it. I'm here. I might as well do what I gotta do. Like, I'm not gonna back out of it now. Like, if I back out of it now, then I'm really like a sucker. So, just go up there, do what you gotta do. It's a business meeting. You up there to, sell yourself, not sell yourself, but sell yourself, and handle what you gotta do. That's how I looked at it. I looked at it as a business meeting. I did what I got to do.
Okay.
I hopped on stage. Like,
all right.
It was fun. It was fun. Don't get me wrong. It was just an experience.
All right.
Just an experience to be up there and have all the eyes on you.
Okay. So when you got through that, what did you feel as though you changed for your next time to go on stage, so that you knew that, all right, it's time for these people to hear some good music. Let me go out here and do my thing.
So one thing I did firsthand, I went home. I was like, yo, you got to practice. Because that was the thing that I didn't do prior to that performance. I wasn't really practicing. I wasn't looking at myself in the mirror. I was rehearsing my song, but it was just like I was rapping it, no energy or whatever. and that was some of the things that held me back at that performance. So I just went home, touched them joints up or whatever. So when I got ready for my next show, I was able to just go in and do what I had to do. That was a big change I had to make, man. Like practicing your raps. Like it'll build your confidence because you know you're not gonna mess up. You know you're gonna deliver with that energy. So that way you giving yourself a better chance to win over the crowd, to interact with these people. So yeah, I had to make those changes just to make myself better.
All right. That's some advice for some of these cats that's coming up that haven't got to the step where you are, and they're on a TV show. There's a TV show that's on right now. I can't think of the name of it, but there's a chick on there. She's an artist. She's a rapper, and quite a few times she couldn't remember her rhymes. So
it happens.
For those of y'all out there that want to be rappers, MCs, performers, practice your songs and use the same energy that you would on stage.
Exactly. No matter No matter if it's one or two people out there too, you gotta have the same energy all the time. Like, don't ever doubt yourself, man. Because how you perform with one or two people in the room is gonna, transition like down the line as to how you perform. Regardless, whoever's in the room, you gotta give the best of yourself. Perform to the best of your abilities. Like, don't discourage yourself or make less of yourself because you see a little bit of people in the room. No, man, just do what you gotta do. Have fun. Love your music first and foremost, and just go out there and, like I said, handle your business.
All right. Can I ask you what it was like your first video?
That joint was lit because we did it actually. We was in Derby. We went to like some old warehouse that had like graffiti on it or whatever. Not to get y'all confused with the joint. What's that? Like in Fishtown or whatever. The graffiti underground or whatever. But no, this was in Derby. We just went back there and it was a freestyle video. Like we had what we was gonna wear and everything, but it wasn't like, all right, bet this is what we're gonna do in this set and this is what we're gonna do in that set. No, it was a freestyle video. And honestly, I feel like that helped a lot because people got to be themselves. You didn't have to act. We was just all there, just singing the song or whatever, and it was just a good vibe. Like I had good people around me. The cameraman was chilling, so it was just a good space. It wasn't no tension. It wasn't me thinking like, yo, this joint gonna come out shitty. It was just a good time. It was a good time, man. Definitely.
Okay. We'll talk about like this. Out of the aspects that put together rap, writing, studio time, stage time, and we even throw in a video, what do you think is your favorite part?
Honestly, I feel like writing is my favorite part. Because I get to see how clever I can be, how creative I can be when I'm writing. Because like thinking of stuff, and then when you think of something crazy and you get to put it on that paper, like, damn, like I said that. I wrote that, yeah. So it's just like, yeah, writing, it brings out a lot. That's definitely my favorite part, man.
Yeah, because I'll hear something and like, that sounds trash. And then I'll take, like, I'm forever, you know me, I'm always messing up somebody's song. I'll take, no, your lyrics were the greatest. I don't care if it's on the radio. Let me put mine in there. And it'll be funny to me. It'll be funny to a couple people. But I tip my hat to somebody that can come off and do a whole song. You're talking 2 verses, 3 verses, chorus, and then especially rappers to freestyle, to put together things just off the top of your head and for the first time and use them and then they rhyme and then to keep it going. I tip my hat to anybody that can do it.
That's a lost art too, man. Like a lot of rappers don't do it anymore. I find myself struggling with it a little bit. Like I can do it a little bit, but it's like you said, I tip my hat off to people that can do it because it's just like you able to think of something that quick, and push it for 5, 6, 7, 8 minutes. Like Like that's phenomenal to me.
Yeah, like I got a buddy that does that. He's probably one of the people that really opened my eyes to a different level of music.
Mm.
And when I say it that way, I never really looked at the creative process and to think about when somebody's rapping or then they took the time to write that down, but to hear some of his stuff that he freestyled, it sounds written.
Right.
And for your brain to work that way, it's like I love that. I wish my pistons in my brain could fire like that. So I said that. Anytime I want artists to listen to someone write a song and just what they come up with, that how they can pour that emotion into words to make you feel what they're feeling.
Right.
You might not have gone through it, but to hear the words and to make that transfer from them off onto you, that part of music is one of the things I think why artists are appreciated, to me anyway.
Right. Yeah, I definitely agree with that, man. If somebody can empathize with an artist like through their music without them knowing that person, you build that connection straight off you just saying something on a track. You won. Like the artist won. Like you just gained a fan because you was able to bring to light a situation they may have been through, or you know, like you said, they just felt how you was feeling through your music. Like that, I feel like that's the artist's goal, is to, you know, winning in this industry or whatever, or just being an artist. Period. If you can, you know, make your fans just like love you off just what you saying, like you got it. Like you got it. You're not you. I mean, some people might be out here doing it for a check, but if you, like I said, if you can really do that, man.
Hey, to still even do it just for a check, you still have to be good.
Right.
You have to be. I'm not gonna say. Yeah, some of these cats they getting a check, but I don't know if they good. But all right, I'll let you have that one. I'll agree with you on that. All right. What's something that you would like folks that listen to your music to, I guess, to be a personal side of Marq that you would like to share with your fans? What's something that you would like to say to them?
As far as them, like,
to get to know Marq, what's they want to know more about Marq. They hear your music, they may have seen a video, and they just like, you know what, I want to know more about it. What's some more that they don't know that they haven't seen in your music yet?
Man, I'm a nerd a little bit.
Ain't nothing wrong with it.
Like I like reading, you know, of course, and doing what I gotta do. You gotta have
vocab,
vocab, some like element of intelligence. Like you gotta have that.
Okay.
What else, man? I think reading is the most part. Like I just love picking up books. I feel like a lot of people don't do that today either. Yeah. Like a lot of people not gonna pick up a book. Oh, let me just read this. Like a lot of people don't do that. I love cars.
Okay.
Love cars. I don't talk about that a lot in my music. Like I might talk about a car, but I don't really express my passion for it.
Tell the people, what's your passion for it? Tell the folks what you driving.
Like, all right, so whatever, I don't care who you is. I love my Chevy Impala. I got a 2013 LTZ. But I got one of the cleanest ones in the hood. Like you might see some replicas just because how my car is set up, man. A lot of people just like copied my car. I did my car over 2016. Now, mind you, this is the second car I had because I got into an accident last year. But honestly, this looks just like the car I had.
Okay.
So the way I was setting it up or whatever, like a lot of people wasn't doing plastic dip in Philly. So I grabbed some plastic dip or whatever, painted my wheels back, got some aftermarket headlights, spray painted my tail lights. I had a white John, so all that.
Let the folks know that don't know, that aren't so much of a car head or a gear head. They don't know what's the plastic dip.
All right, so plastic dip is just like a spray on paint that you can just peel off though. Like it's not going to stay on there forever. Like if you want a different color or whatever, you can just peel it right off.
Okay.
And then like you do your thing with it. You can add your own touch to your car, your own personality to your car or whatever.
Okay.
But with this joint, with the one I got outside, I painted my wheels.
Okay.
Because the plastic dip, if you don't take care of it right, it'll peel.
Okay.
And certain parts will start to look like patchy, like it'll look dry or whatever. So when you wash it and stuff, sometimes it might just like fade out. So I was like, I ain't really feeling that too much. So I painted my rims. So now it got that real finish to it.
Okay.
And it don't get like, if it get dirty, then you can just wash it off. Yeah, it's not going to peel or nothing. It's not going to look tacky.
Okay.
So yeah, I got that done. I got some different mufflers on there, man. Nobody was really doing this like to regular cars. Like everybody was doing this to like performance vehicles, Chargers, Mustangs, Camaros, stuff like that. You wasn't seeing that with Impalas out here. The car scene probably like in the South
elsewhere,
or whatever. Yeah, you might have seen it, but in Philly, I really feel like I pioneered it. To be honest with you,
hey, you might have.
To be all the way honest with you, like,
the way you look at it is like this: if I've done something and I don't see nobody else that's doing it where I'm at, I'm claiming it. That's mine.
I'm dead serious.
Stick my flag in it. I did that.
I just seen so many people with white Impalas and like just black rims. I know that sounds simple to you, but nobody was doing that. Like nobody was doing that. And then once I did it, it was just like everywhere I turned. Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this. This is from this experience from where I used to work around a lot of cars. Once you see one of your friends or a family member with a certain model car,
right,
you will see that car more often, and not just that model. It'll be the same color.
Oh, yeah, no, I definitely know what you're talking about.
So that'll happen. So
when I was a young boy, my mom had grabbed a Dodge Stratus.
Okay.
Crazy. It was like a cherry red. That joint was beautiful. Now I just started noticing Stratuses.
Yeah, it'll happen.
She grabbed the Grand Prix. Started noticing Grand Prix. But fuck all that. I'm telling you, like Impala shit. I'm going to notice. Yeah, I'm going to notice other Impalas that's like that. I'm like, ew, that's clean. Like, I'm not gonna hate on you. I'm gonna show you that love.
Right.
Like I had a Chevy. Honestly, a Chevy was my first car. I had a 06 Monte Carlo. So I've been driving a Chevy since then.
Okay.
All my cars have been Chevys or whatever. So I would have noticed another car like that because that was just like subconsciously what I wanted. I wanted to do like my car over and have it look crazy. Okay. So I'm pretty sure if I would have seen a car the way I wanted it and somebody else was driving it, I'd have been like, all right, maybe I wasn't the first one. But no.
Okay.
I'm really claiming it. I'm claiming that, and I don't care.
All right. With getting to know you, if you had, we'll say, someone said, I want to make a dream car for you from company, model, the whole nine. What you doing?
Oh, man. So, of course, it's going to be a GM. People may know about it, people may not know about it, but I'm going to go with a Grand National.
Ooh.
All black John.
Okay.
Probably some Goodyear tires on it with the tire letters on it.
Right.
Some black wheels, of course. 5% tint all around, even on the windshield. Some LED lights in it. What else I'm gonna do to it? Probably throw some nitrous in it.
So you,
I'm gonna throw some knives in it.
Okay.
I'm gonna have the engine tuned up a little bit. Throw a downpipe in there. What else? What else I'm gonna do to that? I'm gonna throw some crazy mufflers on it. Oh man, yo.
Okay. So you really? So that's to say, so somebody want to have if somebody sees you in the street and they want to spark up a conversation with you, cars would be the thing to talk about.
Cars or sneakers or music.
Okay.
Either one of them three. Probably throw some green seats in that John.
What color the car gonna be?
Black.
All black?
All black, yeah. Keep it classy.
Okay.
Keep it classy, but the interior gonna be crazy.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna do a little something here. I'm gonna ask you your biggest inspiration for your music.
Of course, it's family. You know, I got a moral obligation to make sure they straight. So I gotta put on for them.
Okay.
So that's always gonna be my biggest inspiration.
All right. You get to go to the studio. You got a label that says, all right, we gonna get you anybody who you want to collab with. You can do one artist, two artists. I'm talking, all right, artist, producer, And if you want to choose a director too, but mainly artists and producers, like as far as like who you want on your beats, who you and what MC would you want to work with?
That's kind of hard. Like right now,
Mm-hmm.
I would have 2 MCs I want to work with for sure.
Okay.
And that's JID from Dreamville.
I was just listening to him on the way over.
Yeah, that's my guy. Like, he's nice. And Kendrick had us 3 on the track. I feel like it would be crazy. Of course, I would have it produced by my man Zeke. He make all my beats. Like he does everything. So I'm from the rip. Yo, Zeke, I need you to make this beat for us.
All right.
And it gotta be crazy. Cool. As far as directing, like if we were to shoot a video for it,
like they giving you the whole carte blanche to go. We gonna let you do this. We feel as though we've seen you as an artist. We love you. We want to keep you happy. Go make this video your baby. We got your artist. We got your producer.
That's a hard one. To direct a video. Honestly, I would choose an artist to direct my video. Like, I probably had Cole. Like honestly, I probably had Cole direct my video.
That would be dope.
Yo, like
that would be so dope.
A lot of people don't know. Cole do so much other than rap. Like Cole produce. Cole write for other artists. Cole like he just into so much, and people just like see him as just a rapper.
Okay.
Like nah, like dig deeper. Like see what Cole really is about. And I would just have him like shoot my video. That should be crazy.
All right.
That should be wild.
And last one, your top 5. They can be dead or alive. It don't necessarily have to be in any order, but if you have 5 that like, okay, what's the 5 that you bumping? What's your 5?
5 that I'm bumping. So of course, Biggie. Okay. Hov, Nas.
Okay.
Throw Kendrick in there.
Okay.
For my 5th, most likely Big L.
Big L?
Yeah.
Okay. I like that. That's different.
Yeah, man. That's my guy. That's my guy.
All right. Well, sir, thank you. I appreciate you for taking the time to come on the show.
Oh, yeah, no doubt, man. Anything.
Is there anything you want to say to the people that's trying to reach you? They're trying to get any concerts you got coming up, any music you got coming out? Where can they find your music? How can they reach you if they wanted to say, yo, I appreciate you. Your song did this for me, if they want to reach you in any way?
If you want to contact me, hit up my IG at Marq, MARQ_UD. Simple. My single, actually, Promises, is out right now on all major streaming platforms. Just type in Marq, Promises single, you're going to find it's going to pop right up. That's it. Oh, yeah, stay tuned for the EP, though. Stay real tuned. It's going to be a great time.
All right. Thank you.
No doubt.
What's good, y'all? It's your boy Marq, and I'm kicking it with your boy RC. You know, yo, I just got profiled, yo.